Welcome back to another episode of Aviary Attorney. Alright, we're just polishing off the rest of these places to find out anecdotes about the king.
Which isn't going so well.
It really isn't. Monsieur Kigley, we need your help.
Finally! It's about time someone around here appreciated my skills.
Your fishing skills, right?
The term is angling, wise guy.
This has nothing to do with fishing. Let me cut the preamble. We are looking for people who have positive stories about the king. Would you happen to have any?
Stories, huh? Oh, you came to the right guy. I have a whale of a story for you. So, the other day I was fishing and I caught this monster of a catfish. It was 2 meters long, easily.
Here we go. I caught a fish and it was this big.
Oh, sure, I drag a 90-kilogram falcon out of the water and everyone buys it. But I claim to catch one big fish and suddenly everyone's a skeptic.
Please continue your story, Monsieur Kingley.
Oh, right. So, anyway, the king of all people happens to be walking by with his entourage, and they all clapped and cheered and came over to see the fish. And then the king says, I'm hungry, let's cook this fellow up. And then he just walks off with my fish. Can you believe that?
I can believe that. It seems like something a royal penguin would do.
Did you at least get paid for your fish?
Oh yes, one of the royal guys was nice enough to flip 1 franc my way. 1 franc. You might as well just flip the bird. No offence.
So the king supports the local fishing industry. I'm writing this down. Just on story has been added to your evidence folder.
I have no idea if this story will be of any use to us, but we appreciate your time, monsieur. Good day to you.
Bye, Monsieur Fisherman.
Hey, don't call me a fisherman.
Poor guy.
Aww.
3 more places.
Right, to the library. Let's see if Nathan has anything to say.
Oh God, Nathan.
Okay, here we go. Nathan never lets us down for useful information. I'm sure he's got something interesting and pleasant to say about the king.
No, it's you, messieurs. Perhaps you will surprise me today and actually ask to take out a book.
Nope, just the usual today. An endless stream of questions.
You two need an encyclopedia. Well, go on then. Ask whatever drivel you want to ask.
Have you ever met King Louis Philippe?
I have. As a matter of fact, he occasionally drops by this library to check out books. Unlike some people.
What sort of books does he check out, monsieur?
Thick books. I believe the last one he checked out was An Expansive History of the Macedonian Empire.
I had no idea that His Majesty was interested in academic history.
I'll make a note. King Louis Philippe is a well-read and intelligent man.
It must be said that the books are usually returned with footprints on the covers. This leads me to believe that the king may just use them to stand on during speeches.
Oh,
We'll just leave that part out. Nathan's story has been added to your
Was there
evidence
anything
folder.
else?
from your well-educated standpoint, is King Louis Philippe a good leader as far as leaders go?
Well, I can't fault the king's pro-business spirit. The big industry leaders love him.
Oh, this sounds promising.
Of course, this comes at the expense of everyone who isn't a bourgeois. The wealth divide is stronger than ever.
Maybe not.
You can forget about socially progressive policies. The king signs off on all of Guizot's backward-thinking policies. And of course, in terms of leadership and charisma, the king is about as personable as a rotten pear.
That'll do, monsieur. A simple no would have sufficed.
Great.
That'll be all. Thank you for your time and patience, monsieur.
I look forward to your next round of idiotic questions. I really do.
Oh, Nathan, you just come hang out with us, man.
It sounds like we're his only friends. Oh.
Alright, let's go. Let's can I enjoy you?
Can I have a drink?
Just the dodo I wanted to see. Madame Cornell, quick question. Have you ever served the King of France?
Good one, hun. That's hilarious. Me, serving the king. Me. Would you like some wine, Your Majesty? I can't wait to serve the King of Denmark.
I think that was a no.
Then I think you might be right.
Oh, shiz. Oh.
Inspector Valetti.
Hey!
Hello, Inspector.
Oh! Falcon! JJ! Falcon!
Yes?
I think I made a mistake. I'll say, do you see 2 empty bottles of Russian vodka? It's a mystery how you're still standing. No! Listen, this is important.
Inspector, maybe we should have this conversation when you're a little more sober.
No, Falcon, listen. Falcon, I thought you were the water killer.
The what?
The ring killer, the man who injured me in the July bush.
You thought I was the Viridian killer. How did you even come to that conclusion?
So that it changed your name around 1830 and
You made an assumption. Wait, is that why you gave Severin a tip-off? Were you trying to lure the animal out of me or something?
Sorry, Falcon, it was a mistake.
Oh, I don't know why I clicked that.
Do you forgive me?
Of course I do, you weird northern weirdo. Yeah, sure. I forgive you for assuming that I'm a mass murderer, and then for nearly killing me and Severin in order to prove it.
Oh, thank you, Falcon.
Now, listen closely, Inspector. I have a favour to ask of you.
Favour for you, JJ. Anything. Maybe we should wait until the Inspector is a little more coherent. No! I want to help! I must pay my debt.
Excellent. So, Severin and I are planning a case, a very big case, against the King of France. We intend on trying him before the rebels can get their hands on him. When the rebellion starts, we would like you to bring the king to the courthouse. Do you think you could do that? Inspector.
Treason! You are sympathisers to the rebel cause.
This isn't treason, Inspector. We're ensuring the safest outcome to the inevitable revolution.
You're treason. You are treason. You're scum. Told you, incoherent.
Yeah, I guess you were right, Sparrowson. Well, Inspector, maybe you should contact us if you change your mind, and once you've sobered up. Maybe the walruses, maybe the widows.
Oh shit, I forgot about these guys.
Ah, the big fellow has returned. Here to play some cards, monsieur. I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of. Come on, surely you have time for one quick game. No, thank you. Maybe later. I understand. See you around, monsieur. Oh.
Those two are pointless then. Maybe because they spend their entire lives in an attic.
Maybe.
Oh, one last place to go.
The Palais de Justice.
Is this the place?
Excuse me, Judge Maxime. Oh, hello, Falcon. Nice work on that catacomb business. Word has really spread about your impromptu lawyering skills. Really? I'm gaining a reputation.
Hey, I helped too.
Of course you did. Robbington?
Sparrowson.
Right, Sparrington. Judge Maxime, I don't suppose Monsieur Cocorico has filled you in on what we've been working on since then. No, he hasn't. How to put this? We're planning a trial of sorts. We intend on forming a case against,
The king!
Right, and,
We want you to adjudicate.
a trial against the king? Interesting. What are his exact charges? I'm not too sure, to be perfectly honest. That seems more like Severin's territory. If you aren't even sure of that, then I don't think you're quite prepared for this trial. Maybe you should leave this to lawyers who have a little more experience. I see. Well, thank you anyway. Let's make a move, Sparrowson.
What about our judge?
It doesn't matter. Let's focus on building a solid defense case for the king, and we can wing it from there. Maybe we can even hold the trial without any judges at all. Just Cocorico, me, and the king in the middle. It's strange, Falcon. You're like your grandfather. And yet, you're nothing like him.
Oh.
Wait, you knew my grandfather? Well, I wouldn't say knew. I was just a teenager when he was causing havoc in the courtrooms. But of course, I am familiar with his work. Falcon, I find your career choice peculiar. Your grandfather worked so hard to prosecute King Louis XVI, and yet here you are, rigorously working to defend your own king. Just like him, you would make an excellent prosecutor. So why did you choose the rocky path of the private defender? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I just wanted to take myself out of my grandfather's shadow. I want to carve my own path as a lawyer. I don't want to be a poor imitation of an old hero. Quite understandable. Oh, just look at the time. I'm due back in the courtroom. But before I go, let me just say that I would be happy to adjudicate your trial, Falcon.
Yay!
Really? That's fantastic. Thank you, Your Honour. It's no trouble. Show me what the grandson of Maximilien Robespierre is capable of.
Oh my god.
What? Oh my goodness.
Shit.
That's... wow. That's actually quite crazy.
What's the plan for today? Hitting the loo? Checking out Le Hall, maybe?
Actually, I was thinking...
It's begun!
Severin, how rude. Don't they teach you to knock? No time for bickering, JJ. It's time. Time? For what? The trial, you dunce!
Already?
A large protest has started to perform at the Place de la Concorde. No doubt it'll turn into a mob before long.
Oh! No!
Wait! It worked. And the spirit of revolution is in the air. We must act now. I'm going to start the necessary preparations at the courthouse, so I need you to get the king from the Palais Royal.
You want? I'll see.
You want me to drag the king to the courthouse? I'm not even sure I can drag him from his chair. Use diplomacy, you dolt. I'm sure you'll think of something. Right, come along, Sparrowson. We have a king to defend.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, alright. We're gonna bring the king to justice on the
Yay.
next episode.